Hey everyone, John here, and welcome back to Must See Episodes, where I talk about great episodes that you should check out. So I meant to do this review back in October for Halloween, but I didn't, so I'm doing it now. So if you're not familiar with this series, The Haunting Hour was a horror anthology series that ran on the Hub Network from 2010 to 2014. Each episode was a totally different story with new characters and settings and whatnot. One thing that impresses me about this show is how dark it is for a kid's show. The episodes don't always have happy endings, sometimes they end with the main characters dying. It's some very mature kind of stuff. And today we're going to talk about what I currently consider to be my favorite episode of the series. This is the Season 2 episode, Flight. So this episode starts off with a wide shot of the interior of the plane, and the background music here by John Sarita and Paul Michael Thomas helps to give us a pretty creepy atmosphere to start the episode off with.
Welcome aboard Flight 23A, connecting service to Bangor. Fourth row on your right. Fourth row on your right.
We then meet our protagonist for the episode, Josh, played by Dakota Goyo. He appears to be around 12 years old and is apparently flying on his own for the first time. He then sits down next to his co-passenger, Vincent, played by a little-known actor named Tobias Slezak. Slezak is great here, but to be fair, Goyo is also very strong as well. It's a role that got him nominated for both the Daytime Emmy Award and the Young Artist Award, and I can see why, even though the Daytime Emmys kind of suck.
Hi, I'm Josh.
Headed out on business, Josh. I'm headed to a pretty important meeting myself.
Welcome aboard.
You supposed to do that? Oh,
Nothing to worry about, kid.
I totally wasn't worried.
Hi there.
What's up with the hand, kid?
It's nothing.
Something wrong with it?
No, it's just something my dad taught me. Never get nervous or worried about anything. You should just focus on keeping my hand steady. It's supposed to relax you or distract you or something like that.
Child actors often can be known for not making their performances very believable, even on this show sometimes. But Goyle definitely does a good job here with delivering his lines, getting into his character, really making the performance believable. But let's go back to Vincent for a moment, because his character is very crucial to this episode. You see, I really like what r.l.stine, writer Jack Monaco, and Tobias Slezak did with this character, because he could have easily come off as like a typical one-dimensional jerk kind of character, but we quickly see that there's a lot more to him than that. Turns out that he's just a very stressed out and unhappy guy, and he takes out a lot of those negative feelings on Josh. And we even see that he does have the ability to be nice at times, like when he tries to make Josh calm down at one point in this episode.
You get used to flying alone. I do it all the time. It's great. No one else to worry about. You just sit back and enjoy the ride.
But let's get back into the plot. You see, our main characters quickly find out that there's a dead body stored on the plane, and needless to say, this freaks Josh out even more. So things start to get even scarier for Josh when he sees this creepy older woman on the plane. You see, he starts to suspect that she's actually the Grim Reaper and that she's after somebody on the plane. Yeah, this is the kind of dark stuff that gives this show its edge over shows like Goosebumps or Are You Afraid of the Dark? Then get this great plot twist that I definitely didn't see coming the first time I watched this episode. And this happens only halfway through the episode, keep in mind, so there's a lot more to come. A little later in the episode, we get this big climactic scene that just features Josh and Vincent talking back and forth. It's a very moving, powerful, and deep scene, definitely the highlight of the episode, and this scene alone is actually what made the episode my new favorite of the series. It gets into these really mature themes that I won't spoil, but I don't think I've ever seen it done on another episode of this series. The plot then wraps up, and everything seems like it's going to be okay, at least for the most part. But then, just when you think this episode can't get any better, there's this one little final moment, this one little final line at the very end of the episode that's just like, whoa.
Whoa.
So yeah, this episode here was excellent. Definitely my favorite episode of this series, and definitely the best episode of anything that I've ever reviewed on this channel. I'm gonna give this episode a 9 out of 10. It's awesome. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.